Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now the 2nd-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Straight ahead is Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The Jets had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Take 30. Yeah, this.
Now Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
3 yards. That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Jets 0.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, take 26. Flip it down.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. There he goes, left side.
He may go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
This one deep for Wilson.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
That is caught.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
That's caught inside the 20.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because They have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On play action, now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Rice. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back can.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
Chiefs 31, Jets 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over. Hey, 88, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Flush to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. And even 40 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. On the move to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
15. Yellow. Hey, dribble it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly they get to the line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
In motion left, Hardman. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Mecole Hardman. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
26. Here we go.
Now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Takes this to the 30.